1, 2, 3, clap. Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy Nice Podcast. Over there in Scotland, that's bad bitch Brogan Hastings. Self-proclaimed.
And over there saying words I actually realise I don't want to hear again. It's Wayne Giovinazzi.
You're the one who said it. You proclaimed yourself to be bad bitch Brogan Hastings.
Not that word. I am a bad bitch. But
yeah, gotcha.
You know, if we're talking about
bitch
saying,
that doesn't like badonkadonk.
I don't know why that's making me uncomfortable.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing the first time I heard badonkadonk, so the word which shall not be spoken was in Borderlands, maybe? Tiny Tina said it.
See,
in one of the Borderlands games.
I've never played Borderlands all the way through, like any of the Borderlands games. I think I know that what's his face, Honky Tonk.
Randy. Okay.
You know.
Oh yeah. Honky Tonk, the word that shall not be spoken.
Yeah, I believe. Was that not Trace Adkins?
I think it's Trace. Yeah.
I think it's Trice.
I was going to say his name is pronounced Trius. Trius. Yeah, extra syllable.
Yeah, I think that came on when I was driving home one day and my thing stuck. I was stuck listening to that whole song on the way home and I was like, fuck this.
Okay, yeah. And it got stuck on repeat.
Yeah.
And just on the part where he says the word that shall not be spoken, it was on loop.
No, I think it was, I don't know if it was if there was like a signal blackout or something, but because mine's, shuffles from it doesn't go from downloads, it goes from the internet. So,
yes, yeah.
Which I can change, but it would involve a lot of looking at the screen, pressing buttons and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm driving down the motorway. I would like to get home.
Yeah, best not to push anything.
And as per usual, I need to pee. So I don't have time to stop.
Always the case for Brogan Hastings, needing to pee. All right. Oh, energy drink. We'll come back to that. I have to remember to mention that. But no, speaking of, say you do go for a number one, right?
Okay.
Do you use the half flush button or the full flush button? And does your facilities have that option, or is it just one button?
I believe it's supposed to have two options.
Okay.
The button is certainly cut in half.
Yeah,
you press the two sides, but I don't know which side I press. I don't know what the side I press is supposed to be, but
because I have a habit of, if I'll use the half flush. That's what they're called, half flush, full flush. Mm-hmm. I'll push the half flush button, but I'll just hold it down so it does a full flush. It's like, I don't trust it.
Yeah,
I want it to take everything away. Get it all gone.
Which is weird because I've noticed that in work there are signs up that say it's a half flush and full flush, but it's not a button, it's the handle. Yeah. And if you want a half flush, you hold the handle down. But if you want a full
half?
Yeah. But if you want a full flush, you just pull it and let go.
This is not intuitive design.
It's not intuitive design.
Terrible.
So the easiest way to do it is just keep...
just keep on cranking that handle.
Crank the handle.
Add quote. That's for Chris.
Yep. So yeah.
Yeah. No.
Not a fan.
All right. So you're drinking a Sneak energy drink, I see.
I am.
Are you fully back on the energy drinks again?
I'm going to come back off them, but it's been a long couple of weeks with work stuff. We're in the middle of audit stuff and trying to redo policies and stuff.
You're still doing all that stuff.
There was the first part of the audit which involved them looking at the amount of every transaction we had during this year, and then they came back and said, we want to see these 12. We want to see the full details. We want to see all the documents for it. So trying to pull that together has been a nightmare. And then,
so is this just like collating things that you've already got, or is it like, this is meant to have this document, let's make it now?
For legal reasons, I can't answer that.
Okay.
What they want to see is what we did. What they want to see is what we did at the time.
Got ya.
The problem is, at the time of these transactions, there was not an AML team. So everything is everywhere.
Yeah.
And
so is a lot of this before you started as well?
Oh, it's all before I started.
Good. You're fine then. You're fine.
So I'm not worried in that sense, but what I am worried about is telling the Law Society stuff that isn't true because I couldn't understand the documents.
Yeah.
There is one transaction that we got, I think, about 4 or 5 pages of handwritten notes.
Oof.
Yeah, it was not good trying to decipher all that. So that's been a bit stressful. We were supposed to submit it all Wednesday, just past. We ended up having to email the Law Society asking for an extension to Friday. And even then, it was still about 5:30 before we managed to send it all off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Which,
screw all that.
the boss and I were in the office and we were just like, this is not good.
Yeah.
And then...
See, at my job, all we have to worry about is the health inspector. And
yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah. No, this is... Because we've got that. So we've got the Law Society on the one end and we've got a thing called FSQS, which is essentially... I'm trying to think how to explain it. So when businesses come to us for us to do work for them, they can look at this FSQS and see our policies and, you know, if we're the right match for them, if we're doing what they want us to do kind of thing. So it's a regulator, but of a slightly different kind. And that's due for renewal. So the boss keeps getting like phone calls and voicemails saying, hi, you need to do this. And I'm not joking. It's like literally 3 times a day he gets an email or a voicemail. It's bad. Man. So
screw that.
So we have to go through and update the policies for that, which is not fun. That's all next week. So
the thing most about this, I think that the cheese bags want to know is what flavor Sneak Energy drink you're drinking?
I'm drinking Purple Storm.
Purple Storm.
That's the Vimto.
Is it flavored like purple?
It tastes like Vimto.
What the hell is that? Is that? Oh wait, that's like what is it?
Vimto.
I can picture it, but there's another word, another name. Why can I not think what it's called? I can picture it. Yes, I can see it, but we call it something else.
Ribena?
Ribena, yeah. Is it the same as Ribena?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, for Vimto's fizzy.
Oh, so I'm looking at Vimto, and it's raspberry, blueberry, lime or something? Grape? There's a green thing on the bottle that I can't identify.
I don't know.
It's just
Is it
grape, raspberry, blueberry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That is Vimto.
Yeah. See, grape flavoring, right? Like your grape sodas and all that. It doesn't taste like grape. I think one day, like the companies just got together and were like, "All right, here's this thing, purple. We'll just say it tastes like grape. People will believe us."
I think that happens a lot of things, like banana. Like I recognize that fake banana. Like if I tasted something, I say, "Oh, that's banana flavor," but it doesn't taste like bananas.
Yeah, same with like strawberry as well. You identify it as fake strawberry flavor.
Yeah.
Lemon, however, typically tastes lemony, I think.
Yeah, lemon's a hard one to mess with.
It's just sour usually. That's the problem with lemon. They disguise it with sour.
Yeah. But have you seen that, speaking of weird flavors, Fanta have a Beetlejuice cross promotion?
Oh, really?
Yeah, where they've got Fanta with different flavors assigned to each of the characters. So so there's one for Willem Dafoe's character, one for Beetlejuice.
Willem Dafoe's in Beetlejuice?
Yeah. Did you not know this?
I did not know this.
He's got his
Is he the bad guy?
I don't know. I don't know much. I don't know a lot about his character. I don't think he's like the big bad.
Okay, cool.
But he's got a really cool name. Hang on.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
No,
it is a cool name.
What is it? It's something like Wolf something. Who are you playing?
It reminds me of one of my favourite Willem Dafoe. Wolf Jackson, that is a good name.
Yeah.
One of my favourite Willem Dafoe memes. It's Gimli
Dafoe.
is saying, I never thought I'd die fighting side by side with Willem Dafoe. It's like, how about fighting side by side with Willem Defriend?
A similar meme like that where it's like Willem Dafoe looking angry and then Willem Defriend with a smile.
Yeah. It's like the cat. It's got a big fluffy Himalayan cat in prone position.
Yeah.
It says Himalayan. Then standing up, walking, Hima-walking. I hope this showed up today and not yesterday. Let's see if I can find it. It's stupid Facebook memories. I think it's today. No, it was yesterday, because today it was just... Oh, no, it's because I'm on Us. Hey, guess what? 1 year ago, we published the episode, Hey, Buddy, Nice Regular Human Bartender, with Chris the Microscoop.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know what episode that was.
No.
All right, let's check my memories. Because it's Willem Dafoe related, so while we're here, we might as well stick with the Willem Dafoe talk. Man, why is Facebook so terrible? It just is. Here it is, yeah. 6 years ago, Ryan shared shared these with me. It says from kickfacefacts.com. Willem Dafoe's role in The Boondock Saints was almost cut from the cinematic release when distributor Franchise Pictures learned about Dafoe's on-set antics. They threatened to cut him from the movie. Allegedly, every night after filming, Dafoe would burst into co-star Norman Reedus' trailer and viciously beat him with jumper cables. That man, it was later revealed, was Albert Einstein. That was the second one I saw. That's what made me realize it was fake. The one that I thought was real was Ed Harris method acting has landed the Westworld star in hot water on more than one occasion. Harris hospitalized director Michael Bay on the set of The Rock when he strangled him for not saluting his character General Hummel when walking into a script reading. It was only when Willem Dafoe inexplicably burst in and began viciously beating Harris with jumper cables that he released his grip. I thought that was true. 6 years ago, I was not smart. I'm not smart today, but 6 years ago, I was not smart then either. So, okay, so what else we got? Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the flavors. So Beetlejuice is apple. Astrid or Jenna Ortega is orange. Lydia, Winona Ryder, Queen, is Fanta Fruit Twist.
What flavor?
Fanta Fruit Twist.
Oh.
Dolores
but
is
orange
lemon.
is already a fruit.
I think it's got watermelon and stuff in it.
Ew.
You know what? Fruit Twist is a good flavour.
Okay.
Fanta Orange is Dolores, and...
Just straight up orange. Just regular Fanta.
Fanta Lemon. Fanta Lemon is Dolores even.
Oh, okay.
No, Jenna Ortega is just straight up orange.
Oh, yeah, you said that. Huh.
Catherine O'Hara, Delia is pineapple.
She is in the
and grapefruit.
film.
Yeah.
I didn't see her in the trailer.
She's been in both trailers.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
There's also a clip just released of her standing outside what I'm assuming is Astrid's school and just screaming, Astrid! Stop torturing your mother! And I'm like, I love her. I love her so much.
So in the film, Alec Baldwin isn't in it. Is his character dead or something? Or is he in it?
Alec Baldwin was dead in the original film.
Oh, yeah.
He's not in it, as far as I know.
Yeah.
And neither is...
What's her face?
I want to say Gina McKee, but I don't think that's not right.
Gina Davis.
Gina Davis. I knew it was
Gina Davis, yeah. I feel like they could have showed up, still haunting the house.
They might. Bearing in mind, I don't think Lydia lives at that house. So it could be that once she moved out, they moved on. That could be the explanation for that.
Okay, maybe. Yeah. And also, that would have to be CGI, because I'm assuming ghosts don't age.
That's true, yeah. I mean, they got away with it with Beetlejuice because the man is crusty.
Yeah, of course. That's fine. And also, maybe they didn't want Alec Baldwin back because they were going to have live guns on set. Cringe. I genuinely kind of do feel bad for him about that, because he should have been able to just... Look, it's a stupid fucking practice.
Yeah.
Having real guns on set. No, they're stupid. I got excited this week over an energy drink.
Oh.
Now, first of all, I'm going to say Cherry Diablo Power Brews back in stock at my local supermarket. Okay. So I'm happy about that.
Yep.
But one of my all-time favorite energy drinks, and now the last time I had this, I would have been a teenager. V Black. I've talked about it before. V is a brand. I don't know if you get V energy drinks.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, but anyway, it V regular was green in a green can or a bottle, and black was obviously black. I don't remember what it tastes like. I think I've convinced myself it's coffee-esque flavor.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if it is or isn't. And I can't find it anywhere even though it is available in Australia, we're in WA. So Australia already behind the rest of the world.
Yeah. Western
Australia, even further behind. But one of the supermarkets says should be in stock by 8th of September.
There you go.
I'm not gonna get my hopes up until the 8th of September.
Which is 2 weeks today.
2 weeks today. Yeah. In Scotland, is this coming Sunday, not this week, but next week, Father's Day?
No.
Okay, so just Australia.
Father's Day's in June, July. Father's Day's past. Okay. For us.
Thinking back to Father's Day past. Yeah.
I just remember that my mum and dad were. It was when my mum and dad were away.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Because I had to send the Father's Day stuff with my mum to give to my dad while he was away.
Oh, you didn't get lucky. You still had to commit.
Oh, I'm not a cheapskate. I sort my parents' stuff. Definitely
What did you get for your father?
I think I gave him 50
Day?
Euros.
Okay.
Because
just cash.
I gave him cash so that which I don't usually do, but I did it so that my mum it wouldn't, be something too bulky that my mum could take. Plus, it meant that he could buy himself some t-shirts on holiday and get himself, get a little treat, which is the best kind of thing.
Yeah, a little treat.
Yeah, just
why not treat yourself? Yeah, little treats. The little treats add up nowadays.
I need to stop. I am stopping having little treats for myself.
Yeah,
I'm going back to buying things only on payday.
Yeah. And you also can't use the excuse, oh, I woke up today. I deserve a little treat. I brushed my teeth. I deserve a little treat.
Yeah. I actually have strict rules for what I'm allowed to buy when.
Oh, okay.
Which in general is I'm only allowed to buy things for myself on payday.
Yeah.
The exceptions to this are stuff like I'm allowed to fill up my car, obviously. I'm allowed to get...
That's not a treat. Yeah.
That's not a treat. The other exception is... secret lair drops for Magic the Gathering, which
they'll sell out or something.
They sell. So the last secret lair drop I got was the Monty Python one.
Oh,
and I had to get because it's Monty Python. Monty Python is such a huge part of not my childhood exactly, but my late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
So I had to get that, and that sold out within an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think I paid 35 quid for a set of 5 cards.
Yeah.
And one of those cards is currently going for $30.
Okay. All
right.
And
that's just one of them. And they haven't updated the stats for the rest of them yet. But I know they're going to be pretty pricey. So, because it's one of these things that I'm like, so if I doubt that there's going to be a secret lair drop like that again, but I'm happy to leave that open as an option because, if they decide to do here's Magic the Gathering / the Nanny, I'm like...
I was going to say, the Nanny.
Yes, for Brogans.
Yeah, because someone who works for... who owns Magic the Gathering now?
Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, so Wizards. Yeah, Hasbro. So someone from Hasbro is listening... and have heard about you putting Danny Davis as insert character name here.
Urza.
On cards. Yep. Oh, speaking of names, I remembered it. I'm pretty sure it's Cheestralian Rob for Aussie Rob for his cheese bag name. So apologies again and shout out to Cheestralian Rob.
I'm glad you finally remembered.
Yeah. Yep. I remembered before I edited last episode and I was going to record myself saying it at the end of the Patreon thanks, but I forgot.
Terrible.
That's what I do. Actually, it was last night when I was editing it, so I couldn't really... I was trying not to make too much noise.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, man. I was up till 3 a.m. last night. Couldn't sleep. I messaged you saying sleep is overrated tonight.
I think I messaged you back saying... Great, I'm going to get Delirious Wayne tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. No, I ended up sleeping until 12, 1 o'clock, something like that. Mm-hmm. Up and down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I slept a fair bit. But no, my new meds, they do, most of the time, knock me out, basically.
Yeah.
But, there's been a couple of nights where they just have done nothing, which is annoying. Mm-hmm. But when I went to the doctor to get them, my new doctor, right? He seems very fast and rushed about everything. Like, he's doing everything really quick. He talks really fast, but isn't really rushing you. It's just how he works. So it feels like he's doing a lot, but he's at a fast pace, but is making sure every point that you want to hit is being hit.
That's what
because he noticed that I had my phone out with a list, and he would say, "All right, what's next on your list? And anything else on your list?" Yeah. So it was good. I'm liking this doctor.
I've had a doctor like that before, and it was really good because but it was back when I had like glandular fever, and I had a list of concerns, and he was like, "Right, take me through them all." Yeah, which was good. I miss having doctors like that.
I'm wondering if he's like, this is the first time I've seen him. I'm wondering if like his ADHD brain or something. Because he's talking out loud to himself and like going back and forwards like, all right, so with these, we probably need to get you an ECG after you've been on them. No, really, you should probably have them before. So we'll do that today. Or no, maybe we'll just wait. Or we can do it today. If we do it today, I can put it on there and sneak it in so you're not going to get charged for it. And maybe just wait, but because you can be bulk billed next time you come anyway, so you won't have to pay. No. Screw it. We'll just do it today. Not asking me if I've got time for this or anything like that. and it's like, we've got to get your bloods done as well. Got to make sure you have your bloods done. So here's this. You can go like literally right over there. Go do that now. And it's like, or you can on your own time. It's fine. And then I still am not sure what is happening. This day.
It's like, I'm like, when you're finished, it's like, you need to give me a list. I need a list back.
But that's the thing. At the end of it, he gave me a printed out list of everything we discussed.
Oh, good.
Actions. I've never had this from a doctor.
No.
Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, when I think it's time for me to leave, it's like, okay, so we're doing the ECG next time? It's like, no, you're going to go do that right now. It's literally that door there. So you just sit here and he's like, got someone who needs an ECG. I was like, straight away, straight in. Now, one of the things he did was he took my blood pressure, and I've got a relatively low resting heart rate, right?
Okay.
When he took it, it was 59. My heart rate, my pulse, 59 beats per minute.
Yeah.
Typical is between 60 and 95, I think.
I think 70 is the average.
Yeah, exactly. When I got the ECG, it was 49. That means I'm a fucking athlete, basically.
That's really low.
Yeah.
You're not an athlete, you're a fucking corpse.
Yeah. But it's not a problem. When he saw the results up, yep, fine, nothing wrong, all good. Okay. Like, cool. And when we're talking about the blood test, I was like, okay, so I know you said that I don't have to fast for this blood test, but I also haven't eaten anything. Is that a problem? He's like, nope, so you can go over and do that right now. I'm like, yes, sir, okay. So yeah, I've got it done. And then the phlebotomist, which phlebotomist, is that a degree?
I believe that's a certificate.
Oh yes, that's right. It's a certificate.
A joke for 4 people.
Yeah. The phlebotomist told me that it was going to be like 5 days to a week until I got the results. A couple of days later, on my birthday, it was 11:37 p.m. at night. I got a text message from my doctor. Sorry, 11:17 at night. I can see the timestamp. Like, how late is he working on a Saturday to be sending me through the results? Yeah. And I was thinking maybe it's just a automated message, but it's not, because it sounds like the way he's typed it is the way he would speak. He's like, "Hi Wayne, Vit D low, the only abnormality, moderately low, so vitamin D, 1 daily for 3 months, spring, summer coming up, so the sun will help." And I'm just like, dude, I'm going to be taking these vitamin D supplements the rest of my life because I ain't going in the fucking sun.
Yeah. That's it. Usually when they contact you out of hours or very quickly, it can be a cause for concern. Yeah. Like, I get like my glandular fever, that's what happened. I got my bloods done. Like, before I knew what was happening, I got my bloods done. And went home, and within an hour, like less than an hour even, I got a phone call saying, "Are you at home? Are you okay? Is someone with you?" And I'm like, They're like, The lab is very concerned about you.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, like, did you need someone with you because they were concerned about your reaction to this news, or that you could just, like, keel over at any second?
That I could keel over at any second. Like, not dead, but just...
Yeah. Just, like, collapse.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, that's one of the reasons. So we'd actually gone from the doctor to the centre, because it's right next door, to pick up some stuff. And I ended up saying to my mum, I was like, we need to go home because I'm getting dizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like...
That also is why I often get, like, those dizzy head spins when I stand up, is because of my low resting heart rate.
Yeah, I get it as well. Iron supplements as well. I don't have enough iron in my blood.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's...
Well, that was something else that they tested in my blood was copper. I've never heard of that test.
No, but it does kind of make sense because, you know, if you've ever tasted your own blood, it does taste coppery.
I mean, I have, but I've never tasted copper, so I don't know what
You've never put a penny in your mouth?
We don't have pennies.
You don't have pennies? Oh, neither you do.
No. Look, the coins that were copper were 1 cent, so pennies,
You've never
and
licked
2
a
cent
copper
coins.
pipe?
Of course.
Which I'm realising as I'm saying these things, I'm like, I know I've done this. I'm like, why did I do this?
You have
when did I do
a copper
this?
pipe.
What? Like, why?
Oh,
what was I doing?
I guess I have drank Moscow Mule out of, like, one of those copper mugs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go. There's that. So I guess I have tasted copper mixed with alcohol, like vodka, ginger beer, and lime.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what that does for the copper
You never
taste.
just licked the copper cup?
All right. I've got a copper cup in my cupboard right now. Should I go get it?
I think... Do you need to prove something?
All right. God damn it. I'll be back. Look, you vamp for a bit, okay? Use those improv skills you learnt from Paul Mattingly.
Okay, while Wayne's gone, I'm going to talk about Magic the Gathering. So, I fucking love this game and I can't wait to tell Penn about it because he's doing the PSS live tonight and he promised me that he would speak to me.
Oh, who's speaking to you, Penn? Oh, there you go. So but it's not something that I can tune into, is it? Because it's a Patreon thing?
Yeah.
Damn you.
I know.
Just send me the invite link.
I know.
No.
The only reason I don't is because he goes through who's on there.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
What level Patreon do you have to be?
The middle one. He's only got 3. One of them is... That's a good question, actually.
We'll do that. We'll work that out post-production.
Yeah. I was going to talk about Magic the Gathering and then you came back and I've started talking.
Yeah. Look, the cupboard was right there. You know my house is tiny. I don't have an upstairs, downstairs, la-di-da, all fancy pants like the Hastings household. All right, this is the copper cup. I'm assuming it's copper, but on the inside it's like aluminium, so maybe it's just coloured aluminium.
I think it's, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna taste it anyway.
It's copper coloured.
Yeah, that's definitely tastes like aluminium.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on. No. You know what it is?
What?
It's like some kind of coating of something, but I don't know. I'm disappointed in myself for not having a true copper cup to taste. Brogan, worry about the Patreon level later.
Do you know what? I just got distracted because I pulled it up and I forgot that Penn had posted Penn had told Matt to post pictures. Have you ever seen a picture of Houdini's brother?
Oh, good old Greg Houdini. No, I haven't.
I can't remember what his first name is, but I'm going to hold it up. I'm actually going to send you this.
Send it to me. Yeah, that makes
Right.
a bit more sense.
Okay, and you'll see why this was posted on the PSS Patreon.
It's going to look like Penn, isn't it? You know what?
It's fucking Penn.
Penn-esque.
It's fucking
I mean,
Penn.
is he tall? He's tall. He's got to be tall.
He's
but he
tall.
also looks like he's seated higher.
He's sitting on the arm of the chair. I think
Oh, okay,
Houdini was
yeah.
quite tall as well.
I never pictured Houdini as being tall.
No,
I always pictured him being like portrayed in movies as like regular statured guys. But I think Adrian Brody was Houdini in something once, and I think he's tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're hearing is direct blood relation to Harold Houdini, and Greg Houdini.
Houdini's not that tall. He's about 5'5".
There we go. So it's a regular Penn and Teller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Teller's taller than
goodness.
that. Teller is deceptively
Yeah, he is.
tall.
Yeah. He's like average. He's
Teller's
normal
taller
human
than
height.
me, which is,
Well, that's not too hard.
That's not too hard, but, it does catch me off guard because every time I see him standing next to Penn, I'm like, that is a little backpack man.
Yeah, exactly. It's deceiving. It's.
And then you see Penn standing next to regular people, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. I was going to draw a parallel that I don't want to discuss, but I feel like I have to.
Uh-huh.
It's an optical illusion.
Yes.
It is, so I'm told, it's the same optical illusion they use in pornography.
It wouldn't surprise me. I believe I come up, like the top of my head reaches just under Penn's shoulder.
Shoulder, yeah. Armpit?
Yeah, maybe not quite.
So,
like between the shoulder and the armpit. Because there's that.
Okay, so he could easily lean on you with his elbow.
Oh, he could very easily lean on me.
Yeah. Yep. Because
Taylor,
you're such a good listener and always give good advice.
I do. I'm a great listener. I'm a great listener.
How many podcasts are you behind on?
I won't dignify that with a response. I'm actually no longer behind on ICS.
I assume you don't listen to us anymore. Just for your own sake, I hope you don't.
I don't.
Yeah, good. I have to.
Yeah. I was actually listening to ICS and I was so far behind, I was starting to listen. When I'm really far behind on podcasts, I listen to them at like 1.5 to 2 times speed, depending on what it is.
2 times is tough.
I believe I was listening to it at 1.8, which if you start at 2 times speed and then move down to 1.8, 1.8 sounds normal. It's great.
Yeah. I'm up to 1.77 when editing us.
That's not bad.
That's what I'm used to now.
Yeah. But I was listening to it and I went to take my mum and dad somewhere and my phone automatically connected to the car and suddenly it was just Jacob talking really, really fast and I'd slammed it off. It doesn't go higher, which is good.
I guess, yeah.
And my dad was like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, I'm listening to my podcast really, really fast.
Yeah, that's because I think it does pitch adjustment as well.
Yeah. And Dad was like, you can't hear that. You can't understand that. And I'm like, I regret to inform you, I can.
Yeah. My brain works at such a faster level than regular humans, Father.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, it's really, really funny listening to Matt laugh at almost 2 times speed.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Speaking of Matt Donnelly, you're not on the Twitter. I made a post. So one of my shows that I like to watch, like back in the 2000s, is a show called Thank God You're Here.
I've heard of this.
It's an improv show, right? Where comedians come on the show and they're going into a scene blind, right? And they're usually dressed up as we got a question? I do have a question because I need to ask this before you go any further because it's all that's going to be on my brain. So there is also a video game that's just been released called Thank God You're Here. Is it connected? Yes, thank goodness you're here. Thank goodness you're here. The only connection is that I believe it's made by the same people who made Untitled Goose Game, which is an Australian studio.
Oh!
So I'm thinking maybe that's sort of where they got the name from.
Okay, possible. Because I remember seeing that coming out, and I've been meaning to ask you if it was connected to the show.
Yeah.
But now that I know
started playing that game, and honestly, it feels like you're in Monty Python Flying Circus, because it's just scenario after scenario of almost like little sketches.
Oh, I love that. I mean, it is on my wish list.
Yeah, it's good fun.
And if it's
funny and hilarious and weird as fuck.
If it's on sale, I will grab it. It's still relatively new.
They're calling it a slap former because you just slap everything to interact with it.
Love it.
And that's your only, the slap and jump. That's all you can do. But yeah, so comedian, do you know of Ross Noble?
Yes.
So Ross Noble was on the latest episode, right? Basically, he's dressed up like a Antarctic explorer kind of thing.
Okay.
And the scene starts, what happens is you walk in the door, and you're welcomed by the line, thank God you're here.
Yeah.
Right? They've been waiting on you. And Ross Noble being Ross Noble, it's meant to be stormy outside. He's coming in the door and like he's like pretending to be like blown over and all this shit, like way overacting the only way that Ross Noble can.
Yeah.
And he's just hilarious because he will like interact with the set and things like that. Now, my problem with the show is improv is all about yes and.
Yes.
The problem is that the ensemble cast, they're basically working off a script and they don't really alter. They don't yes and. Like quite often someone will give there's a lot of questions as well. They always pose questions to the person who knows nothing. And if they give an answer that doesn't line up with the script, they'll go, yes, well, there's that, but then also this. So they just take it back on script. So it's a little bit like that. But it's enjoyable. Okay. It's enjoyable. And I tweeted, tagging Thank God You're Here, official Twitter, and Matt Donnelly saying, I would love to see Matt Donnelly on this show. And Matt clearly has no idea what the fuck this is, but his response was, oh man, that's a total dream of mine. And I started hashtag get Matt Donnelly on Aussie TV. So that would be great.
Yeah.
But I've talked about Sam Pang before, right? He's been
on Taskmaster.
One of the no, he hasn't. He is on one of my favorite shows on Aussie TV. Have you been paying attention?
Okay.
That he's one of the regulars. He was on it on the first episode of the new season, and he is this is not his comfort zone whatsoever.
Yeah.
And what was funny about it is usually someone goes on the show and it's them embodying a character. This was just Sam Pang being Sam Pang. It's just like typical Sam Pang. And
like the Australian Richard Ayoade.
Sort of, a little bit. But Richard Ayoade, you can never really tell what is character and what isn't. It's almost like he's playing a character version of himself, like what Sean McAuliffe does. Yeah.
But at the same time, that character is also the same character, regardless of what the script is.
Yes, yeah. But
we need to go back to that. Put a pin in the Richard Ayoade thing. We need to go back to that.
Look, I'm done talking. Okay, I wasn't going to go on it, but you've said put a pin in it, so I feel like I need to discuss even further about Sam Pang now.
You don't have to.
No, because there's a pin. There's no point placing a pin if we're just going to take it out right away.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. So I had a dream about Sam Pang a couple of weeks ago. I dreamt that I was in my house. I was like sitting on my couch, and then Sam Pang and like his posse walk in. And I'm like, what the hell is Sam Pang doing here? And then Sam Pang's saying, oh, I just wanted to stop by and say, like, I really like your comics and stuff like that. Really funny, blah, blah, blah. Listen to the podcast. It's great. And all I'm thinking is like, oh my God, this is our way in onto Have You Been Paying Attention? There you go. Okay, now remove pin.
Okay. I can't remember if I told you about this last week, but one of the shows we went to, this will go back to Richard Ayoade, kind of.
Yeah.
One of the shows we went to see at the Fringe was called Pop Off Michelangelo.
No, you didn't mention Pop Off Michelangelo.
I completely forgot about it. So this was a show that I believe we were sitting in Ricky Lindholm and Emily leaned over and was like, do you want to see this? And I was like, yeah, sure. She booked the tickets and it was it was literally like walk from there to the next show.
Yeah.
So we went to see, and it's basically about the rivalry between Michelangelo and another artist. I can't remember what his name, but famous one.
Possibly one of the other turtles?
I want to say Da Vinci.
Okay, Leonardo.
I'm sure it was Leonardo da Vinci. So
I don't even know if they were alive at the same time.
I don't know. But it had the makings of a Broadway musical, right?
Okay.
The opening number I was super impressed with. The actual acting and stuff, it was fine. It was very rough. It was obviously a first go. But yeah, I think... And even Emily said the same. She was like, this, I wouldn't be surprised if, 3-4 years down the line, we've seen this on Broadway.
Yeah.
So I was very impressed. But I was thinking, I couldn't remember if I'd said it to you, and I was trying to describe it in my head. So, have you ever seen the IT Crowd?
Of course. I love the IT Crowd.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Do you remember the first episode of season 1? Season 2 even?
So season 1 ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Where
and they completely
Roy
ignored it.
sleeps with Moss's mum. No. Roy sleeps with
Moss's
Moss
therapist
sleeps with Roy's
girlfriend,
mum.
who looks like Roy's mum.
Okay, yeah, that's it. And then they just don't mention that again.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what episode 1 of season 2 is.
Episode 1 of season 2 is where they go to see a musical.
Yes. Gay, the musical? Is that what it's called?
A gay musical. I mean this
Yes,
in the
that
most
was-
complimentary way possible. That was pop off Michelangelo.
Oh, that's good. That is one of the best episodes of IT
I
Crowd.
fucking love that episode. It
is great.
So fucking funny. But I'm disabled.
What kind of disabled? Leg disabled.
So yeah, that was basically a gay musical was Pop
Okay.
Off Michelangelo, and
Yep.
I feel like I need to tell somebody that. I mean that in the most complimentary way possible because
Yeah.
it was really
So-
good. The choreography
Yeah.
was on point, but it was like literally every opportunity they got to put in a gay reference.
Yeah.
There was a conversation between between Michelangelo and Marissa Tomei.
Now, when you say gay reference, I'm assuming you mean in a positive manner,
Oh yes, it's very
not like a 1990s manner.
no, it's it's a musical written by gays for gays.
Good. All right. Perfect. So it seems to be the way on Hey Buddy Nice podcast when we don't have anything else to talk about. We talk about this sort of stuff, things we've seen. So
Yeah, but do you know what else we
Television
were going to
shows.
talk about? If you don't have anything
Ooh.
else, which you
All
said
right,
we
let's
were
do
going to
that.
start talking about.
yeah, because the next part is probably like a full segment. So let's go on with this. Brogan, have you been playing any video games lately?
I've been playing SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake.
Okay.
I really enjoy it. I got it for free
You
because
know-
it's one of the PS Plus games.
Oh yeah, I added it as well. Mm-hmm. Is it an old, like a remaster of an old SpongeBob game, or is it a new game?
No, new game. I think because they remastered Battled for Bikini Bottom, and that did really well. And they're like, well, let's make another one. So
Yeah.
but I enjoy it. There's like 7 or 8 levels,
Yeah.
and they're not particularly hard. As with most SpongeBob games,
Alright.
completing the game itself is not hard.
Yeah.
Getting the
It's
platinum,
aimed at children, I'm assuming.
yeah, getting the platinum, that's a little bit more difficult.
Oh, so you started it, so you have to finish it.
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta commit.
I think I'm about 62% of the way there, and that was just on playing the
Okay.
game and getting the collectibles.
Yeah.
So
So if you put your mind to it and your body and soul, you can probably do it.
I probably can. The most difficult thing is you've got to finish the boss battles without getting hit once.
Yeah.
Like not consecutively, but each boss battle, you've not to get
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
during each of them, and I'm like, and that's really
See, I've
awkward
been
because
play-
there's some stuff that you can't just hit and kill.
Yeah. I've been playing Super Mario Galaxy 2, right?
Oh.
And there are some like hard stars like that where it's Daredevil Run where you can't get hit at all. You hit, you die.
Yeah.
And there are some hard bosses to fight on that. Mm-hmm. I think it was the Cat Mario game, 3D World, where you had to like beat all the bosses back to back within a time limit as well. But I think you could had regular life.
Oh,
Yeah, the way a Mario game works, where you get hit, you lose your power up,
Yeah.
you hit again. Yeah. But no, hard as shit. Some of that.
I hate like things like that put me off games. I mean, probably not so much on like Nintendo, but anything that has a trophy system that you earn trophies for stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, it's
You would never play a Souls game.
I would never. No,
No.
I'm still a little bit if I'll play Red Dead Redemption 2 or not.
See, I look, not even.
I should
like,
say I started it before, so
Yeah, I started it when it came out, and I played a fair bit, but then I just never went back to it. I'm playing it on PC now. As we discussed last week, that's what I was doing before, like I was installing it before we were recording. It's so hard just to get started on the game because it's so slow, right? Even just like looting stuff, it's a process that takes forever to do.
Yeah.
And then the game introduces the mechanics. I've been playing for hours, and like it introduces mechanics in missions that you already work out how to do just by fucking around. And it's just annoying. But I assume once I'm past all that, it's going to be, you know, good old exploration, do whatever you like game. Like just before we were recording now, I was playing Cyberpunk, and I just enjoy walking around, coming across like gigs to do.
Yeah.
And that's what they're my favorite missions in Red Dead Redemption is when you come across the strangers and freaks. I can't remember if that's what they call them, but that's what they called them in Grand Theft Auto games, strangers and freaks missions, where it's just like something you stumble upon.
Side quests.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess all named missions in Red Dead Redemptions are story missions then, yeah. And then side quests are like your bounties and stuff like that, which I enjoy doing a lot more than your main mission quests.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm quite happy because I was the same with Saints Row 4, which is, as we know, is one of my favourite games ever. But as soon as I've got to the point that I've got all the power-ups and can jump really high and fly and all that shit, then I'm like, fuck yes, let me just jump from one end of the city to the next. Love it.
I really did enjoy that game, what I played of it. It helped that I made Penn Teller my character.
Yeah, it's such a fucking stupid game, but I love it.
I reckon I could probably play it again. I think it's on PS Plus, so maybe I
believe it is.
Take a look. Yeah.
I've completed it 4 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by complete, I mean platinumed it. Or like...
Yeah.
Because I think I've done it 3 times on PlayStation and once on Xbox.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm aiming to do with Mario Galaxy 2. Like, I've gotten all the stars. Now I'm working on all the green stars, which are like... You know how Mario games quite often... I don't know how if you've played them. But like, there's usually a secondary objective, like collect the 3 coins hidden in the stage.
Yeah.
This is what I thought it was. It was find the 3 hidden green stars, but no, they're just a hidden star that you have to collect. And there's one per, like say there's a galaxy where there's 3 main stars. Yeah. There'll be 3 green stars to find as well.
Oh.
Some of these are tough, but I'm concerned that once I've found them all, it's now going to say you have to do everything again as Luigi to 100% it. And I just don't have... I couldn't... No.
Nope.
That's 240 stars. And some of them, you can see the star, you can get to it, but then performing the actions you need to do to get the star, it was annoying. Like yesterday I was playing, and I think I spent half an hour on 1 star.
Yeah. I know that feeling because it's the same like with the SpongeBob ones as well. Because there's one level where there's a lot of slides.
Oh, yes.
And anyone who's ever played a game with a slide in it, you can't stop. You can jump. You generally can't slow yourself.
Yep.
You can change direction in this one.
Yeah.
But the way this one will... And you'll notice that sometimes there'll be like different tracks that you have to jump over to or you have to do an action to get to. So this one was jump to the side. There was like a jumping pad.
Yeah.
I had to get to the other thing, but whenever I jumped, he was going too fast. It didn't seem to matter at what point I jumped. He went over the pad. I was like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
But I got in there and then found out it was the wrong way.
I was doing one which was a slide-based star, and sometimes you can't even see the star and you can only hear an audio cue, like hear it twinkling or whatever. So that's how I was going for this one. But this one on the slide, but almost immediately you have to hold left to slide because it's right on the edge of the slide. And I must have gone through like 20, 30 attempts. Yeah. Just like trying to get this star, either missing it while on the slide or falling off the slide just before it. Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
So annoying.
There's a similar one where it's like not so much a slide, but you have to, because obviously it's SpongeBob, it's under the sea, you're riding a seahorse. Yep. And this level, it's like a western level, and you have to boost the seahorse through 2 trains coming towards, like on opposite tracks and stuff, to get between them.
Yep.
But immediately you have to pull to the right. Now, because there's no track there, because in the game the seahorse doesn't really want to go to the right, so he's kind of leaning that way, but it's kind of like that.
It has free will.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to.
And then, but it's like, it's still pulling you along the track, like to turn the other way.
Oh, okay.
And then suddenly it goes off, and I was like, how is that ever supposed to find that without looking it up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's some that I've had to look up for sure. Like, wait for this tower to fall and then go that way. That's annoying.
Yeah. Mostly, for me, quite a lot of the time, it was a checklist. It was like, did I get that one?
Yeah.
Where was that supposed to be? Oh, right, yeah, it's there.
Mm. See, look, maybe I won't have to play them all as Luigi, because the first time you do everything in the galaxy, you get a silver crown. Once you've unlocked the green stars and go back and get all the green stars in the galaxy, you get a gold crown. Surely there's not going to be, platinum crown?
I would imagine if you did have to do it again as Luigi, it would just be a case of completing the world as Luigi, not collecting, no collectibles.
Well, they show up on the when you select that galaxy, they show up on the star select screen. So who knows?
But probably if you've already, it probably wouldn't veto it if you were playing as Luigi. It would probably, like, if you've done all the collectibles, it'll probably still say collectible. But
any more video game talk?
Can't think of any. It's been a long time since I've actually played any PlayStation. That's the first game in a while.
Okay.
I did start playing MTG Arena on my phone. Magic the Gathering Arena.
Magic the Gathering, yeah. Sorry. I blanked for a second.
I don't hate it. I don't enjoy it.
Okay.
I don't.
So then don't play it. Look at it and say, does this bring me joy?
I think, like, when I see other people playing it and stuff, I'm like, this should be fun. And I think it would be more fun on the PC. I think the phone is not a good...
not a good interface.
No. To the point that I was talking to Mox about it, and I pulled it out. I was like, okay, see in the tutorial, I get to this point, and then I can't get any further. Yeah. And it's basically how to block something. And I'm like, I'm tapping the blockers like it's telling me to do. Yeah. And he leaned over and tapped the thing that was attacking. And I was like, I'm supposed to select which one was attacking too.
Oh,
Fuck.
There you go. Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. Just give up. Just give up.
I think there was supposed to be there was a Magic the Gathering. There was an event on in one of the shops in Glasgow yesterday for Brothers War, which is my favourite set. I love one of the 3 sets I'm trying to fully complete: Brothers War, Outlaws of Thunder Junction, and Bloom Burrow. But I ended up not going. And there's a part of me that kind of wishes I had, but I don't know.
It's tough to want to do things.
Yeah.
Especially an event like that.
Yeah, I much rather enjoy playing. I definitely enjoy playing with Mox more. I've definitely enjoyed playing with Chris more. Chris and I have only done it once, and that was a really awkward system. So
add quote.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure out how to. It's like, you need to tell me. You need to build a deck for me, and I'm like, you need to send me your inventory list. And we're going to try and figure it out with webcams and shit.
Yeah.
Because I like the physical card things. I am a slave to the cardboard. I also think Penn Gillette, I think I've spoken about this. Penn would fucking love the Bloom Burrow set. Because he could have an entire deck of squirrels.
Oh, of squirrel. I thought you were going to say birds.
And birds. There are lots of birds, but squirrels are particularly dangerous.
Squirrels and boids. Yeah.
But
fluffies and feathers.
There's a couple of sets, like unsanctioned, Unfinity, whatever. There's like 4 or 5, which are like just weird cards that are not technically. They're like joke cards, joke sets basically.
Yeah.
But there's one of them that is, I want to say it's called Squirrel Dealer. It's like a raccoon bird squirrel. And basically the card effect is you turn to somebody and say, do you like squirrels? And if they say yes, you can draw a card. And I'm like, I think Penn would just love the idea of just being like, do you like squirrels?
Just asking that to everyone.
Yeah.
He would probably just ask that anyway.
He probably would.
In general conversation. Yeah.
He probably would. I just love to. I just think he would love it.
Yeah.
And I've said this to Mox, and Mox was like, I bet I could get my dad to play Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keeping on the media consumption realm of things. Already mentioned him briefly. Sean McAuliffe.
Yes.
He has a new television program called Eve of Destruction. Sean McAuliffe's Eve of Destruction.
Ooh.
It's kind of like a talk show, kind of. Which I think he wanted to try and stay away from because he had an ill-fated talk show in the early 2000s, I think it was, called McAuliffe Tonight, which got cancelled halfway through its season. But cancelled, but he still had to, like, they had a contract for however many episodes, so they knew they were cancelled, so they were just doing whatever the fuck they want. So that was good and bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, this new show, he has guests, celebrity guests, and they're given an Eve of Destruction scenario, right?
Yep.
And the scenario is always different, but it's the exact same premise. So, for example, would say it's just been revealed that a meteorite is headed straight towards the Earth. And not just straight towards the Earth, but you, my special guest, it is a mere 2 centimeters away from your house. It is about to crash into your house, and you've got just moments to grab 2 things from your house to save. Now, everything, like all important things like your photos or your everything on your computer, that's all backed up to the cloud. So there's no point getting that. Family members, pets, friends, they're all already safe. So you've got to grab 2 things. What are you grabbing, right? So basically, it's an excuse to start a conversation with this person. But it's also not a competition because there's 2 guests, all right? And they get interviewed, first guest and then the second guest, with the first guest there as well. You know, keep it interesting. At the end, I won't tell you. I won't tell you the process, actually. So I think we should try this now. So Brogan, there is a fire tornado headed to your house, your swanky 2-level house.
Okay.
It's about to hit. You're doing what I was doing, looking around your room.
Yeah.
You've got just moments to grab 2 items, all important things like data, documents, photos backed up on the cloud, your family already out of the house. What 2 things are you grabbing to save?
Probably say the first thing would be the box with my organised NTG cards in it.
Okay, so your Magic the Gathering cards.
Yeah, the box with the organised folders in them, because if nothing else, that is worth a sweet chunk of change.
But look, come on, have you not got home and contents insurance?
I don't know, but it's also like they're my cards.
Okay,
they're
good.
my cards.
That's the answer we're looking for. They're your cards.
Yeah.
Is there anything that's like irreplaceable, sentimental value wise, even?
I don't know. I mean, my instinct is to look at the stuff that's like Penn and Teller.
Yeah.
But like you say, none of it's irreplaceable as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Nothing that I couldn't email Glenn and say, my house was in a fire, please help.
Exactly. Right? I had the same problem with that.
Vinyls, it would be hard to replace, but they could be replaced.
Yeah.
No.
You got anything in the attic?
The only thing that springs to mind is I've got a soft toy dog, the little patch on his eye, and he's called Gromit. And I fucking love this dog. That would probably be the thing I grab.
Yep.
The problem is I would have to dig him out. I know.
The semantics of it are... Yeah. You've got enough time to grab these 2 things, basically.
Okay.
So those are the 2 things that you would bring to the studio to talk about.
Okay.
But no, I was doing the same thing. I'm looking around. I'm thinking, like, all this is basically junk or stuff that can physically be replaced or financially compensated for and don't really matter. So I spent, I think, a good half an hour trying to work out what I would take. Yeah,
like, I think if you asked me this question next week, after I had a much longer to think about it, my answer might be different, but...
Yeah. And that's the thing. The guests have got time to think about what they're going to bring in.
Yeah.
I think I've settled on one of the Piff comics, one of the Piff comic books, because pretty much going to be hard to get a replacement for. You could steal it out of Disney. Yeah. But who knows how much longer they're going to be there. Yeah. And sure, there might be a second run later down the track, but this is a first printing. It's my first actually published book by a publisher, not self-published. And then, yeah, the other thing, I think I chose this guy.
Oh, so we
This
both
guy-
picked soft toys.
Well, the thing is, this isn't mine.
Oh.
This is Jerry. He is a tiger. He's a big tiger. Oh, look at him wave. And it was my dad's.
Oh.
And I just, yeah, like, I mean, I've had soft toys that were mine that I think meant something to me, but have gone.
Yeah.
Like, when I was a kid, I had a dog named Woof Woof. Of course, what else would you name a dog? One day, just disappeared. No fucking clue where. And then even now, when I'm older, like an adult, I had a Garfield, right? Since I was a kid, that disappeared like 10 years ago. And I've no idea how or where. Like, I've scoured the house. I've looked up in the roof space. Can't find it anywhere.
Weird.
But even then, I'm thinking, this is like one of the few things that I have of my dad's. And its name is Jerry, and it's a tiger because he liked the Claremont Tigers football team. And at the time, the coach's name was Jared Neesham, Jerry for short. So he named it Jerry.
Cool.
And that got me thinking, remembered a story that he told me. See, my grandparents used to have a cat named Mossy, right? And I'm like, that's a weird name. And why is it named Mossy? And my dad's like, oh, same reason why that thing's named Jerry is named after the coach at the time, Gerald Moss, I think it was as well. Mossy was his nickname.
Yeah.
And he told me one time he was at a urinal and Mossy took the urinal next to him, and my dad turns to him and said, my parents have a cat named after you. That's kind of weird talk in a bathroom, right?
I mean, I get it, because, I mean, what other opportunity are you ever going to get to say that to a person? But, you know.
But this is a local football team.
Yeah.
This is not like, oh, I guess at the time maybe it was a lot bigger, the local football. But that's like, where does the conversation go from there? What would your response be if someone says to you, hey, Brogan, like while you're peeing as well, hey, Brogan, my parents named their cat after you.
Leaning over the top of the stall.
Yeah, looking over the stall. Yeah.
I'd be like, cool beans.
Yeah, cool beans, thanks. See ya. It's like, you'd be glad to be out of that conversation.
How dare you speak to me unless you have pictures of said cat?
Yeah, right? Exactly. But this is back in the day before smartphones. Like, you can't...
Yeah.
You're not carrying around a Polaroid of the cat.
That's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think Piff Comic, Jerry, yours is Magic the Gathering and Grommet.
Yeah.
Now, you've just been told that the Fire Tornado service had it wrong. You've only got time to grab one of these items. Which one are you going to choose?
Magic the Gathering.
Which one are you going to save? Oh, you're giving up your childhood beloved toy to take Magic the Gathering cards, all of which could possibly be covered by insurance and probably replaced. It's your choice.
I don't know. I'm not very good with stories and stuff, but like of past things. I don't know. I'm thinking about what would immediately bring me joy. And it's stupid as it sounds. Do you know what would bring me joy if my house was burning down? Is to sit outside, pull all those cards out the folders and reorganize them. Okay?
Oh, I thought it was just watch the fire burn.
No, just reorganizing. It brings me so much joy to organize and reorganize those stupid little pieces of cardboard.
So, Grommet is burning.
Do you know how many copies of Urza stuff I have? I have a lot.
I would probably choose Jerry because, like you said, there are people out there who have Piff Comics. Look, Chris even might be like, you know what, Wayne? You can have my copy. Yeah, but I would deny that from Chris.
Yeah.
I'd deny that.
I would send you mine, and I would cross out to Brogan, and I'd put to Wayne.
Yeah.
Leave the message unchanged.
Of
just
course.
switch the name.
Yeah, saying that I need to pull my weight on the podcast.
Yeah, because I actually have 2 copies.
Yeah, of course. Because you got the one in the in the
special
thingy.
edition. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I got mine in special edition as well. Because I've got 3 copies of it. Like mine, backup, and backup. But no, I'd probably save Jerry. So Burning would be the Piff comic, and Burning would be Gromit. But you know what?
What?
The cheese bags are on it. They are well aware what is happening. They know that there is a fire tornado about to hit both of our houses. And there's a bunch of cheese bags walking past your house, a bunch of cheese bags walking past my house. They get to choose which of the 1 remaining items to save, Gromit or a Piff comic. So it's being put to the cheese bags on social media to choose which one they save. You know what? I think Gromit's getting saved.
I think Gromit's getting saved. Do you know what?
I think Gromit's getting saved.
Pause this, because I feel I need to give you a visual of Gromit.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Murder Party podcast, mini episode. Today on the Murder Party podcast, we're looking back at why, and that is all. Why? Why do these things happen? Why is murder such a prevalent thing? Why would someone murder this person at the Murder Party podcast?
He's actually not. He wasn't actually as hard to find as I thought he might be.
He's right there.
Look at him.
He's got cow patterns.
Yeah.
He's got cow patterns.
I don't know if I genuinely thought it's. But he looks a lot like Gromit.
It is Gromit-esque.
From Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
But
Because he's anthropomorphic.
yeah.
As opposed to Jerry, who is more cat-like.
Yeah.
More tiger-like.
No, he's more teddy bear dog style.
Yeah.
Looks like he was from
Yeah,
Mother
that's
Care for 12 months, but he's not the softest, but that doesn't matter and he's actually smaller
Yeah.
than is in my head. Look at him.
Yeah. He does. That's because you were smaller at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, little kisses for Gromit. Are you gonna hold Gromit the rest of the time
I'm
now?
going to hold Gromit the rest of the time because now I'm emotional about it.
I tell you something though, Meow Wolf. When I'm playing Mario Galaxy 2, Meow Wolf sits on the couch next to me, and don't. I'll just cover his ears. There he is. Don't tell Meow Wolf this, but like I also give Meow Wolf a Wii remote, and I strap it on his paw, on its paw, but it's not hooked up. It's not even turned on. They enjoy it. Just don't tell them, okay? Yeah. Right, so there we go, cheese bags. Yeah, you choose. We'll put a poll up on the Twitterness. And yeah, tell us which are you saving? Gromit. We'll put a photo of Gromit up, and the Piff comic. I know which one I'd choose. I'm not telling you though. Right, Brogan.
I'm sorry, I'm just amusing myself with Gromit waving to you.
I see him waving. Jerry can dance. He's got a waggly tail. Oh, on his paw right here. See if you can see it. Probably not.
Look at that little round tail though.
The little butt fluff tail. With Jerry, right? He's got a cigarette lighter burn on his right paw. Because as a child, stupidly, I was like, oh, I wonder what would happen. It was a car cigarette lighter. The ones that you push in and pop out?
I know exactly what you mean, and I'm like, because I had the same accidentally destructive tendencies with my toys. I have a toy that's probably about the same size as Jerry. It looks, black cat, and it used to have long, thick hair. My parents bought it with the last of the holiday money at the time, and for some reason, I decided to give. It was Jess the cat. I decided to give Jess a haircut. I thought I would grow back.
Was just the cat name? Wasn't that Postman Pat's cat?
That's because it looked exactly the same.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a black and it had little white paws. I've still got Jess somewhere up in the attic, but I looked at it and I feel so sad every time I look at it. I'm like, what did I do to you, my poor boy? Yeah.
So Jess had socks on.
Jess had socks on.
Wear socks.
Thankfully, Gromit was saved from my destructive tendencies.
Yeah, good. Like, touching it now, it definitely feels like it's softened a lot because I'm guessing, I'm looking for the tag. Clearly the tag is worn away. Yeah. I'm guessing 95 to 100% polyester, this guy. So, it just melted. It didn't, light on fire. It still feels kind of hard. sometimes when you have like old stuffed toys, right? Oh, right here. Like you can like open up like where there's...
In the folds.
In the folds, and the fur is still so soft.
Yep.
Just like, oh, look at that under the neck. There it is. Yeah, give me that soft fur. You checking on Gromit?
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't really have much. Probably the closest thing is under... So his ears are kind of... The one under the black ears kind of velvety. And that's still pretty soft. Well, actually, I found the good spot. Under his ear's pretty soft as well.
Right in the crease of the back right leg. Yeah. That's the soft spot. All right. Oh,
I can't do that with leaning back.
I didn't realize, you didn't realize, but Art Talk actually started.
Oh.
Because like there was no audio cue for us to know that it has started.
Yep.
But I guess we better start it then. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen for this. What? There we go. That one will come up later.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that'll come up next. Can you still see my screen? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, stop share. Oh, that's the one I want. Screen 2. There we go. All right. So we've got some user-submitted cheese bag art crimes to discuss today. Yeah. First up, we've got one from Ranchan. Ranchan, previous submissions include things like the embroidered little things that we got sent for Christmas and things like that. But their latest one is an animated GIF, or as Brogan would say, GIF, of a melting Sonic the Hedgehog popsicle ice cream on a stick thing.
That's very cool.
It is pretty cool. And I like that the eyes one is skewiff, because these character things never look right.
I have never seen a perfectly... one that looks like as advertised. I don't think they exist.
No, never. Like I've seen like SpongeBob ones online that are just like deep horrors.
Oh, it's horrific. It is like those fucking creepypasta shit.
Yeah, it is. Like I've never really had many of them in the past, but there was one that I really liked, which was a basketball. It was shaped like a basketball, not a sphere,
okay,
but like a cylinder, but like a skinny cylinder. So it was like a profile side view of a basketball. The printing on it always looked incorrect, like the lines on the
profile side view of a basketball. You know, a basketball looks the same no matter which way you look at it.
Okay, it was like this, round.
Okay,
but then like you know what a cylinder is like. Instead of being a tall cylinder, it was squashed down and on its side.
Yeah.
Picture
like a popsicle.
You know, exactly, like a popsicle.
Fuck's sake.
I don't know what the fucking flavor was, but these things don't exist anymore. But it was like one of my favorite ice creams. Did you get many like character ice creams and stuff, popsicles in Scotland?
I mean, we get them. I never had them.
Yeah.
I suppose when I think about ice cream when I was a kid, Twister. Loved Twister. Soleros as well. And Magnums. But I always ate my Magnums weird because I would pick the chocolate off and then just eat the chocolate separately.
That is the fucking only way to eat a Magnum, Brogan.
Okay, I'm glad you're saying that.
And I'm proud of you for it. Yeah. Magnum Egos, where it's like ice cream coated in chocolate with like caramel or something, and then another layer of chocolate.
Ooh.
They're pretty good. Harder to pick off the chocolate though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to eat like the chocolate and caramel at the same time. But yeah, I had a memory from this because Ranchan sent it to what you said. What the fuck is that? It was of it was not so okay. This guy you're looking at now is Aggro.
Okay.
His name is Aggro.
Yeah. He
is a puppet. Used to have a weekday morning cartoon show called Aggro's Cartoon Connection.
That used to be all the rage back in the day, just puppets. Yeah.
Now, Aggro, not for kids. Not for kids. Like some of the shit that he said, sure, went over our heads at the time, but yeah, nah. Yeah, I can see why no longer on the air. It looks dirty and manky as hell,
I don't know
if that always looked like that, or that like the puppet is just that old now?
So with the pictures I can see, there are two distinct colour palettes. One is the aggro's head is brown fluff, and he's got like a band between his eyes and his mouth.
Sort of yellow.
That's yellow, fluff with a red nose on it. Then there's a picture that's next to that of a woman holding what I believe to be aggro, and it's almost entirely green.
Yeah, it's not meant to be green.
He looks like he's been dropped in a dirty puddle. And
it says aggro is making a comeback with Ranger Stacy. I have to read this. What the hell? Maybe the original aggro puppet is dead, and they've had to make a new one. When was this? This was
August 2023.
2023. Australian millennials, i.e. me, may spontaneously combust over today's news. Aggro is back to haunt our dreams once more. For the uninitiated who simply clicked into this article because they thought to themselves, who is that filthy furry shit? Aggro is a puppet who dominated the airwaves in the 90s on Aggro's Cartoon Connection. Us millennials feel connected to him the same way we feel bonded to Big Dog, Healthy Harold, and the Bear in the Big Blue House. I know none of those.
I love Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I do know Bear in the Big Blue House. It's just a character decided we liked based on nothing more than familiarity. True. Ranger Stacy, Totally Wild, band back together. Look, I don't know. I'm not gonna continue reading, but I think it's just a different version of the puppet. Mm-hmm. That's all. That's all I can think. But anyway, there was a ice cream of this guy that was sold at like a Dairy Queen kind of thing.
Oh my god!
Right?
Is that?
I'm gonna say. It was soft serve. It's a soft serve cone. It does, but it's a soft serve cone, and I think it's got Milo, which is a malt drink, kind of like Ovaltine. Mm-hmm. And then two M&M style things, aka Smarties or beanies for eyes. Mm-hmm. Jaffa. Do you have Jaffas? It's a choc orange ball, orange flavored chocolate with like a red candy shell, and it's a sphere.
No, I don't think we've.
So that's his nose.
Not as far as I'm aware, anyway.
Yeah. And then a candy banana cut in half to be that band that you were talking about across his face, and gummy teeth upside down. Yep. And it is aggro.
Is it overbite or underbite?
Terrifying.
I think it's underbite.
Underbite, yeah. It must be underbite. So yeah, terrifying. All terrifying. So let's move on to the next user submitted cheese bag art crime. Mm-hmm. This one comes from, let's see. Oh, of course, another listener who's submitted multiple times, Chris Archer. Oh. Yeah, so on ICS, they were celebrating that Paul finally has a trash can, right?
Yes.
So
celebrating, I don't think is the word.
Yeah. They were talking about it, discussing it.
Yeah.
Chris sent us this to begin with. It's a sketch of just Paul has a trash can written on a trash can.
Yeah.
And now there's been an update.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
That is an actual trash can, but I think it's digitally been written over the top of Paul has a trash can. I want to see this in real physical media.
Yes.
I want to see Paul has a trash can physically like placed upon a trash can, Chris, because it looks good. It looks good. I want to see it. I don't know. Maybe get like a Paul Mattingly on there as well. Get like just like a. I don't know what would Paul say to that. I can't. Did you listen to that full episode?
I listened to it at 1.8 times speed.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if there's a quote that could be on there from Paul as well, because I don't remember. It was so long ago that I listened to that episode. And made me, yeah. But I like that the trash can that's used here is like pretty. It looks very much like aggro, pretty rotten and dirty and old.
Is that just the description we're going with for things now? It looks like aggro. Yeah,
it looks like aggro. That is a good description. So yeah, definitely keep us updated on that, Chris. And I don't know if you were happy for us to post it on socials. Same Ranchan. I don't know if you're happy for us to post that on socials either. But yeah, maybe we will, maybe we won't. I'll get in contact. But Art Talk, have you done any art recently?
I I have, but it's not for posting.
Not for posting. All right, that's fine. I don't know if mine is for posting yet either, but I've done some stickers for Jobeth.
Oh, nice.
For Judgmentalist.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, it's time for an unannounced, unscheduled ad break. And today, Brogan, we are giving shout-outs to our buddy Jobeth, the Judgmentalist.
Woo!
Yeah, because he's got some shows coming up at the Rochester.
I'd probably say Rochester.
Is that how you say it? Rochester Fringe Festival coming up in September. We've got September the 9th. Nope, that is just the 9th month because America writes their date backwards.
Yeah.
September 11, never forget. You cannot forget that date.
Yep.
September 11 at 7 p.m. at Rochester Fringe. Then 14th and the 15th. There's also going to be a Between Two Minds on the 11th as well. And look, go see the Judge.
Yeah.
You can get tickets right now. Judgmentalist.com under upcoming events. Check it out. Go. Because you know what? I was just before this unannounced, unscheduled ad break started, I was talking about some stickers that I made for Jobeth. Mm-hmm. And if Jobeth has gotten his shit together, you'll be able to get these stickers at those shows.
That's funny because that's what I'm doing for Jobeth as well.
Yeah. Oh man, you're running late on this then.
Oh, not for these for these shows? No, mine's are for November. Mine's are for November.
Okay. Yeah, so he hit me up for the September. He's hitting you up for the November. Mm-hmm. So yeah, check it out. Have a chat to him. I don't know if he's giving them away. I don't know if he's selling them. If he is, look, even if he is giving away, throw a couple of bucks his way for these.
Yeah.
He deserves them. But yep, there you go. That's the end of the unannounced, unscheduled ad break. So we should probably go back to whatever we were talking about. So yeah, these stickers, right? My problem I had is that I'm not good at drawing real people.
Do you want to show me?
I'm going to.
We can always cut this out if it's...
Oh, we can cut it out if you say, yes, Wayne, those are terribly shit. I've already sent these to the judge.
No,
and he has approved of them.
I mean, if you... Well, no, if he's already approved of them, because mine's... The reason I can't talk about mine is because mine's are also...
different. Yeah. The
commission stuff.
Hush project.
It's not even that it's hush. It's just, like, it's for somebody's wedding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yep.
And
that person could easily be a listener. We've got so many listeners worldwide. Look, keep it hush-hush. That's what I say. I agree.
Jimmy, if you're listening...
Client confidentiality, Brogan.
Jimmy, if you're listening, I will actually email you later tonight. I'm working on it. I promise.
Yeah.
I was just checking that his name's Jimmy and not Joe, because I keep wanting to say Joe, and it's not, and I know it's not.
Oh, I thought you were sending me a message. I just had a message from someone else. That was all.
Right, no. No, it's definitely Jimmy.
Cool. All right, so yeah, I'll show you them. The first one, look, his hair is what I had trouble with.
Okay.
Here's the first one. It's just plain old judgmentalist in his judge pose. All right?
He looks like he's giving the finger, and I love it.
A little bit, but it's clearly pointing. Otherwise, it would be more like you've seen me. Like the Piff, I bought this comic and all I got was this lousy art print. That's given the finger in my style.
Yeah.
But yeah, at first I was like, I want to do like the little coif at the front with like his hair, like the rest, because he doesn't have a shaved head with just a coif at the front. But I was trying so hard at this and I just couldn't nail it. And someone said, it might have been Chris or someone else in a stream was like, just leave it at the coif. It looks good. So I'm happy with that one. Mm-hmm. And then I just used the same base to make two different versions of the same design. Mm-hmm. So here's the first one, which I think is probably better. So Court of the Mind with the judge behind a court bench, and it's all framed in the shape of a brain.
Yep.
So this could easily be a die-cut sticker. Mm-hmm. I think it'd be better as a die-cut sticker, but hey, each to their own. And doesn't like the bottom of the brain look like a butt there?
It looks like a penis and balls.
Oh no! It looks like a butt with a penis going into it. I've
never known a penis to get thinner at the bottom.
Look, all penises are beautiful, Brogan.
That's true. No judgment.
we're not here to judge. That's the judge's job.
That's the judge's
and
job.
And then the second version.
Only Jobeth can judge me.
That's right.
Jobeth, I'm going to make that. Whenever
only Jobeth can judge.
Only judgmentalist can judge me.
Can judge me, yeah. Now this brain, I actually
only Jod can judge me.
Only who?
Jod.
Only Judd?
Jod.
So
the original saying is
only Jod. Yeah.
Only God can judge me. I changed the G to a J.
Yep. This is like a GIF and a GIF thing.
Yeah.
But this brain was actually from a Piff comic. Part of it, anyway.
Oh.
From the What's Going Through Mr. Piffle's Brain. Mm-hmm. So I already had that ready and done. But the second version, you can kind of see it's got like brain sort of shapes over the top of it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as good. But if a printing service could do that with like a holographic over the top of just that part,
yeah,
I think that would be good.
Yeah. Like if the actual colours, if it looked the same as the original, but that, yeah. Because the only thing
was holographed over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. That's what I've been working on.
Cool.
We're getting close to probably the end of the episode. Let me check the list. So there's still a bunch on there. More talking points. That can be saved for next show. I think, Brogan. You got anything else that you want to talk about? You just want to give Gromit a few more cuddles?
Dude, he's sitting in my lap.
Yeah, right, we're both holding these soft toys right now.
We've been holding these soft toys since we got them for this recording, and maybe happiness is that easy.
Maybe. I mean, we both knew that they were going to be saviors from this fire tornado. So, cheese bags, don't forget, find us on Twitter. Find the poll. Tell us what you would save out of what's left, whether it is Gromit or a Piff comic. I think Gromit's going to win this, but don't let me sway that. You don't have to hide your face behind Gromit to make him wave. But also, let us know if there's something in particular. Something in particular that you would save from a fire tornado if you only had one thing. You know, that same stipulated rules. It's already something that's backed up on the cloud. All the important stuff, all family members' pets already saved. Gromit is now nestled inside Brogan's hoodie. No, I can't get Jerry's head out of the neck of my t-shirt. Anyway, you can do so by finding us on social media at NicePodBud on all social media platforms where we exist. But why not drop us a line as well? admin@nicepodbud.com, or you can just go to our website, nicepodbud.com, and there's a contact form. You can send in your own art crimes like our dear listeners have today. Sure, it wasn't exactly today. It was a little while ago, maybe a week or two. But if you want more out of this podcast, we can give you more. All you need to do is go to, what's the new URL again, Brogan? Come on, Brogan, you should remember this. Far out. God damn it.
I was leaning closer to the microphone because I was quite comfortably sitting back with Gromit tucked into my hoodie.
Am I annoying you or something?
I believe it is WayneandNoiseBrogan.com.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry for shouting at you. I was just trying to be annoying.
You don't have to shout at me.
Yeah, we're trying to get in. Look, we'll work it out. We'll work out a bit to make this. I'm
a hard bitch, but I'm also a sensitive bitch.
Yeah, that's right. A hard, sensitive bitch.
Mm-hmm. I'll beat you to death, but I'll be crying while I'm doing it.
Yes. So WayneandNoiseBrogan.com leads straight to our Patreon. Also, patreon.com/nicepodbud. And look, sure, there's an entry fee to get the bonus content, but that's just like a couple of bucks. If you've got a couple of bucks and you want more of us, that's great. But if you don't, that's fine as well. Just listening every week is amazing and surprising to us how many people listen and who contribute to the show with art crimes and stuff. That's yeah.
But just on the Patreon, we will be changing up some stuff coming up soon.
Yeah.
We're not 100% sure what's happening with that, but yeah. But yeah, just keep an ear out. We will be changing some stuff.
We need to spitball some ideas, that's all.
Yes.
Yeah. But look, if you can't support us on Patreon, totally understandable. I can't support some of my favorite artists on Patreon either. But I still enjoy their work by listening every week, and we thank you for that. But why not make someone else listen as well? Tell people and interact with us on social media. It does help a lot. And you can find Brogan on social media, kind of, at 7 Billion Needles.
And you can definitely find Wayne at Wayne Geo.
And I may even reply. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
And as always, stay fresh, cheese bags.